Hi, my name is Greg Katz, the host of Surviving Strong TV, and I'm out in the Redwood Groves in Northern California. And I started to think about, well, how do we develop inner support when we're going through any kind of health challenge? And I looked at two different ways. And the ideas I'm going to share with you today are really based on sort of how a tree's root system, or two of the ways that a root system would develop. So the first is the way I think many people think is that a tree develops or a plant develops a root system based on a taproot, something that goes very, very deep. And as the tree gets taller, the root gets deeper. And that's what creates the stability, keeping enough flexibility at the top for the wind. And that works for some people, and that might mean that you do a lot of inner work. Maybe you go to therapy, maybe you get a coach, maybe you are reading a lot of books. The other way would be if you had a faith that you follow. The other root system, and I'm from Colorado, so what I think of aspens and what I know about aspens, especially from my backyard, is that their root systems go wide. They stay very close to the surface, but they really extend to the depths all around, all around. And that's like the redwood trees. So the root systems, after a while, when you're in a grove like this, what happens is the root systems come together and that they commingle and they develop this intertwined sort of knot, and that's what holds them all strong. So you might do this by going to a faith-based service, becoming a member of your religious community. Maybe you go to group therapy. Maybe you have a philosophy group that you are with, or some sort of a support group that's sort of focused on your particular illness. And that it's the strength in numbers that as you come together, that builds that support system and the strength, both inner and outer, to increase your immune function and be able to tackle a little bit better the daily challenges that come with having some sort of chronic or life-threatening illness. The same would go for the caregiver, because the caregivers are going to need just as much support through this process. So once again, they can either do it internally and develop that very strong taproot, or the commingling of sort of, say, the group process and the roots that come together and lock to the point that you can't really differentiate one from another. So there's a solid, when you used to hear the saying, there's strength in numbers. And that's what they're talking about, is that when there's a collective consciousness about tackling a health challenge or how do you give the best support or care for someone, it's about the ideas that come together, and that's how you develop the strength, and that's how you develop the stamina, both physically and emotionally, to continue on this journey. For more information, you can go to www.survivingstrong.com. I'm Greg Katz. Until next time, be well.